Mistakes will be made. What's up, guys? Marty here, the Unicorn Werewolf. Welcome to the Quick Sits podcast. And if you've been paying attention, you'll know that I've started my stream back up. And we're starting off with a Splinter Cell playthrough, Stealth Action Redefined. I'm giving some memories about the game while I'm doing it, having a super good time doing it because I wanted to do some things. I wanted to make sure that I was doing all the important tasks and I was actually getting it done. And in the process of doing that, I started uh, doing everything, which I think that happens to many of us, if not all of us. We want to be in control of absolutely everything. And if you watch me play Splinter Cell, you'll see why that's a very bad idea more often than not, because I'll reload checkpoints whenever I get detected. I'll try again until the situation's absolutely perfect. And I am trying to do a stealth run through, but there are time restraints on this because um, I'm capturing my gameplay and hanging out because that's been a missing factor of what I have not been doing. I haven't been doing live hangouts. It's been a long time since I've done it. And I did the first stream back yesterday and I got off of it and I said, you know what? Like, I feel really rusty talking to my wife on this. And we've done some amazing things. We've written a couple of books and it taught me a lot. I made a lot of mistakes in that too, and I was embarrassed about it for a while. I was dealing with the feelings of I'm not a I'm not a good enough writer. I'm not a good enough Rainbow Six Siege player to become a personality in that community. I'm not this, and I just eventually I had to call bullshit on myself. I did. I had to call bullshit on everything that I was saying to myself. And so I needed to inject some fun back into things and I needed not to worry so much because I was trying to supplement my income with something that's fun. And, if, like, trainers, athletes, sports entertainers, gaming content creators, I realized that the magic only happened when the record button was hit. I could spend all day doing amazing stuff and living in a closet hiding, or I could turn on the camera and share to the world and let everybody see the mess ups. And not only that, I could turn them into profits eventually that supplement my income because I I am a writer and I had to be willing to be a bad writer before I could be a good writer and a better and a best and eventually one day master copywriter. It's just like belting up in jujitsu. It's like you're going to try and fail and try and fail and try and fail, but if you're learning, you're doing right. And mistakes are going to happen, and you have to be willing to play the fool, even though no one likes to. No one likes to make a mistake and be like, "You fool!" And it's like, I get it. I don't like it either. But I ultimately realized that if I didn't hit the record button, if I didn't hit the live button, then the opportunity was going to be missed. And the reason this benefits you is because you would miss out on the opportunity to hear some stuff like 100-pound weight loss stuff, uh, going from a 100-pound overweight band director to an MMA fighter, and then having ACL reconstruction and trying to figure out how to run an online personal training business and how do video games work with this and all sorts of other things. So that's what I've arrived at is if this is you, if you're somebody else who's a trainer, an athlete, a sports entertainer, um, a gaming content creator, I, I'm, I'm, I know that gaming is a large part of your life. It's like, why not capitalize on it? Why not use it as an opportunity to further elaborate on yourself and your personality and have more of your people drawn towards you without fear of losing it all. That requires a system. That requires a plan. And something that I'm going to be talking about on tomorrow's stream, maybe later today's stream. I don't know. I'm still figuring out this schedule, so bear with me on that. But we're going to talk about counter stream sniping very, very soon because if there's a lot of streamers in the Rainbow Six Siege community, especially because Siege is like the worst game to get stream sniped on ever because information is so important in that game. And there's a like the game is in the best place it's ever been as far as balancing goes, but there's a cheating problem and there's a stream sniping problem and there's a lot of personalities within the Rainbow Six Siege community that's pissed and they're worried about what happens if Rainbow Six Siege dies. In my opinion, it's not. It's going to keep going. I see no signs of it stopping. I've seen nothing from improvement from the developers ever since that game came out. So stuff's been fixed. Stuff will get uh, made, but you can't count on that. You know what I mean? You can't count on the game living because it might not. Like my opinion could be wrong on Rainbow Six Siege. I just don't think it's not going anywhere. But your game actually could be dying, and uh, you're all afraid of the numbers. The numbers are dropping. The interest in Rainbow Six Siege is down across the YouTubers. Um, Not as many people are showing up to my stream anymore. Uh, the North American League just got screwed by Ubisoft again. Like, I know that's important. I'm just saying, like, all that stuff that you can't control. If that happens, if Twitch decides that Twitch doesn't like you anymore, or YouTube decides to demonetize your channel, or your platform decides to kick you off, what are you going to do? Well, the answer to that is the same answer to stream sniping. But that is going to be for another time. So with that, that has been the Quick Sits podcast. I am going to attach my earlier rant to the end of this